J.J. Watt is a free agent. He's probably not going to sign for a while because the NFL and almost all the franchises are waiting for the cap to be set. But J.J. Watt pretty much has four options that make sense. The Steelers, the Packers, the Bills, and the Browns. I think those are the four teams that have the best or most realistic chance of landing J.J. Watt. The Steelers, it's an obvious one. His brother plays there. The Watt brothers teaming up in Steelers and in the black and gold. And then we'll see what they could do. They could probably carry that defense, be the best defense in the NFL. But I don't believe in the Steelers. I don't believe in Big Ben. He's done. That offense, after they lost that 11-0 undefeated season last season, it just fell apart. Big Ben, he's not the quarterback he once was. He's old. He's like, 39? About to turn 40, I think. He's done. His arm looks like it's washed. It's a bunch of bubble screens. You have the Ravens in that division. You have the Browns in that division. The AFC is stacked. The Bills, the Ravens, the Colts, the Titans, the Chiefs. We'll see what the Chargers do with Herbert. There's just so many teams in the AFC. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get out of that division. So I see the Steelers taking a step back next season. I think the Packers are probably the one that makes the most sense. J.J. Watt, he's from Wisconsin. The Packers are contenders. They have Aaron Rodgers. The NFC is more wide open than the AFC. If you give some weapons to Aaron Rodgers, he could definitely take the Packers to the Super Bowl next year. They've had back-to-back 13-3 seasons. They usually play with the lead, so J.J. Watt would just be able to put his head down and go after the opponent's quarterback more than with any of the other teams. The Bills have Josh Allen, so they'll probably play with the lead too. They look like they're trending up, but we'll see if Josh Allen is able to build on the season he had. The Browns, he'll be able to play next to Myles Garrett, one of these young pass rushers that's going to be contending for Defensive Player of the Year. These next 5-6 years, Myles Garrett is going to be right there contending for Defensive Player of the Year. So to play next to him would be great for J.J. Watt. He'll get less attention. He'll have more one-on-ones. And the Browns will be able to offer him the most money. I believe they have the most cap space from any of the teams that realistically have a chance to get him. But J.J. Watt, I think his suitors, the teams that he could go to, is better situations. Like out of all these four teams, the Steelers, the Packers, the Bills, the Browns, all of them could realistically make the playoffs. And, you can make an argument that they might be able to make a postseason run. But for me, if you look at the quarterbacks, the Steelers have Big Ben, or they have a shell of Big Ben. They have whatever's left of Big Ben. The Packers have the reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers. The Bills have an MVP finalist in Josh Allen, young quarterback, 26 years old, I believe. The Browns have Baker Mayfield, Myles Garrett, pretty good cast over there. So this one's kind of hard for JJ. His brother is in Steelers. If he doesn't go with the Steelers, he doesn't like his brother. But I think it makes perfect sense to go to the Packers. He's from Wisconsin. Rodgers is the MVP. They're the most legit contenders that could use him. Other than the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers might be a dark horse depending on if they keep Shaq Barrett or if they keep Ndamukong Suh or if they keep Godwin. We'll see what they do. They're saying that they're going to keep all their players. Bruce Arians said that all the players kind of insinuated that they want to come back. So we'll see what the Buccaneers do this offseason. If they keep their word, if they actually bring everybody back. If they don't, if they let people walk. If Shaq Barrett wants to sign that big, huge contract, he might have to go somewhere else. If Ndamukong Suh is looking for like one last payday, he might have to go somewhere else. If Godwin wants to be the number one wide receiver in the team and get a fat contract, he might have to go somewhere else. So we'll see how much cap room the Buccaneers have. So that's another dark horse for J.J. Watt. If he really wants to go ring chasing, what better team to go to than the reigning champions? Go team up with Tom Brady and go get that ring in the NFC. Go represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. But for my money, if I was a betting man, and I am sometimes, I would pick the Packers. I would go back home to Wisconsin. I'd go play with Aaron Rodgers. I would go play with the lead. I know in the third or fourth quarter, when the team is behind and they're just throwing the ball, I could just put my head down and go get that quarterback. And J.J. Watt, since he's been in the league, since 2011, I believe he came into the league, he's gotten like the second or most sacks in the league. So he would love that. Just put your head down, go get the quarterback, and go get your first ring with Aaron Rodgers, and go get Aaron Rodgers the second ring that has been eluding him for so many years now. That's my take. J.J. Watt, go to Wisconsin, go to the Packers, and go get yourself a ring with the Packers.